Okay, now let's talk about how to prepare a lesson using Lumio. So here's my Lumio dashboard, and you can see, wait a minute, you can see these are all the lessons that I've either created or borrowed from someone else. So what you do is you go to the Lumio library, and let's say we're doing a fractions, and we want it for 4th grade. And we're going to scroll down here to 4th grade. Boom. And then I say, let's find them. And all these little things will come up. Oh, do I want to do equivalent fractions? Oh, maybe I'm doing equivalent fractions. So I'm going to check that. And you pull it up here, and then you can cycle through and kind of look at it and see, is this going to go along with really what I want to do, right? And you look through it and say, oh, there's a nice video I like, whatever. And then it's like, okay, that is the one I want. So you go ahead and click download, and then it downloads the file for you right here. And sometimes it takes a minute. It pulls it up. And then I do some tweaking usually on it. Because I got to kind of make it to the way I teach and the things I like to do. Now, once it pops up to here, I'm going to click Edit File. Whoopsie. Edit File. And then usually what I do is I will go, it starts you on the first one here. You hit plus, boink, and then YouTube, boink, and then you put in fractions. And I like to start with a nice song, just to get the kids excited a little bit. And usually I'll pick Number Rock because I really like that. But here's one I like, but there's a ton of them, and I just click that video I like. And boom, and now it's in my slideshow. Now here's one more thing I do. I will click this button here and put a new blank page in, because this is where I'm going to do my teaching, and this is usually where I'm going to do most of my lessons. So we'll do our guided practice and our independent practice, usually on this, and I just manipulate it up here. And like I hope I said earlier, if you want help with this, I'll come to your school and show you. But let's say standards math. We're going to go to the Indiana State Standards math. Let's say we don't, whoopsie. Let's say that you didn't find one that you like, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, I can't remember what I'm talking about, 4th grade fractions. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the standards here, and I'm going to look exactly what I want to do. Let's say model fractions to represent equal fractions. Yeah, maybe. Let's do compare two fractions. Let's say that's what I'm teaching. I'm gonna copy that standard. Whoopsie here. No. Try again. Highlight, copy. There we go. And then I'm going to go back to Lumio, boink, and I'm going to go, well, I can't find one I like. I'm going to go to AI lessons, and this is always what I type in. Create a lesson addressing ... enter, and then I just put my standard right here. Paste, boink, generate, and then wait patiently. Now this usually, so I can see my lesson popping up. Now what they're going to give me is a lot of activities. The kids really like these activities. It's like drop and drag stuff, matching and whatnot. But sometimes it doesn't hit the mark. So when you do it this way, I can pick let's do a tropical thing. So when you do it this way, you've got to go through and make sure that AI didn't give you something that's not going to work. Now, usually what they give me is going to be okay because I do most of the lesson in real time. So when I'm on my blank page, that's where I'm going to check for misunderstandings and whatnot. The stuff that they're going to give me. So let's check out what they gave me here. They gave me my objectives, and usually I have those up. Usually I skip this part because I do my whole thing. And they got these little activities, right, that you can do. Now you can go right off of this, and usually it's a pretty decent lesson. But then they'll include stuff like this, like, less than a half, more than a half, and the kids can, pull the thing up and put it in there. They like doing stuff like that. And fill in the blanks. I usually do this. This is going to be like a definitions part. But most of the time, I do the bulk of my lesson the same way. So I'm going to hit plus here, put in my video, whatever it is, fractions, boink, and maybe I'll pick a different one. Maybe I'll do whatever. I still like that one. I'm going to enter that one, and then I'm going to put my blank page in, really for my mini lesson. If I decide not to use all this stuff they gave me. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll just follow it like a little script. It's really basic. Like they expect you, you got to come up with the teaching. But it's still pretty darn good. It's a decent start, and then finished editing. Like I said, I know this isn't going to teach you how to do all this, and this isn't going to be like, I don't expect you to be able to go to your room and put all this together, and I'll be happy to come and help you. And I really think it's valuable. I use this for almost every lesson. Let me show you one more thing you can do. Let me show you one more thing. So here's some lessons I put together for math. My principal has been very concise, and I appreciate it, with his mapping for third, fourth, and fifth for the iLearn. So what I've done is I've embedded links here, right? So I go and I know what day I'm on. So I'm on this day here. I can hit this link, boink, and it takes me to IXL. And the kids already know their sign in. Now what I can do here is I can demonstrate exactly what they're going to be asked to do, right? So this is what we're going to be asked to do today. And then I assign these to the kids. So when they're on Lumio, and they're on their iPads, I say, okay, everybody go to IXL, and they just hit the link, boink. And now they're at IXL, they can sign in, and they can do what I've already demonstrated for them on the board. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this. I really feel it's valuable. Seriously, if you want me to set this up for you in your room, just text me an email, or send me an email or text me, one of those, and I'll come and help you. All right, be out.